Hello everyone, HachaPhrecia over here, and today we are with the first day of Phrecia. I have just gone to sleep and then came back, and I'm doing maps. These are very low level maps, and we are doing an Architect of Chaos Flicker Strike with full physical Impale right now. This means that we are doing, of course, a lot of physical damage, putting impales and breaking them. Ideally, in the future, we do want to kind of one-shot bosses with Battle Flicker, but as you might expect, if you have ever played Battle Flicker Strike or any Flicker Strike, for that matter with battle skills and things, you actually don't do any damage until it pops. So you will need life and hit or be very tanky, and we are not very tanky right now. You can see my life is kind of a yo-yo sometimes. I do have some life and hit from my weapon, but it's not a 100% thing. Of course, bosses and other places can also get very dangerous, even if I don't choose those kind of mods on the map, because as you know, on Phrecia, we have the extra mods that put, so sometimes I get very dangerous mods and I die. So it is what it is. We have died quite a bit. 62 times actually. And with that, let's go into the build itself. As you know, a Flicker Strike build, we do want Warrior's Legacy, so we can get those extra hits. If you know what Warrior's Legacy is, I did a video about it. Some HPs and a lot of people should have done. It's the same thing that Ancestor Commander does. It has less attack speed also. And this means that strike skills also target the previous location they were used if you move a minimum distance. The minimum distance is very easy to see. For example, if you put another skill here, another strike, of course, you can just see one, and then using a very slow one so you can see it very well. And you also don't even need to move that much. You can see here, put one, and then over here, see, and you get that. So with Flicker Strike, we are going from place to place all the time, and we get that double damage, let's say. There's also a thing with HachaPhrecia and Melee Splash, but that's something for the future at least. I'm not using it right now. But that makes it so you and your copy hit the boss and the HachaPhrecia, and every 1 second, I think is the time that you can hit the HachaPhrecia, you get that extra damage. Now, as for other things, I'm using random uniques that I got from the Fallborn thingies. So don't think that like Will Clash or Carnage Heart are good uniques for the build. I'm using Will Clash because right now I'm still using Poacher's Mark with Mark on hit. Ideally, you will eventually use the Assassin's Mark with some quality, and also this point over here to have 10% more chance to get those frenzy hits, and you also have your Flicker Strike with some quality you can get of Baal Flicker Strike. We are using it. I have 23% plus the 10% on the mark, 30 something percent, and then that makes it so it's kind of 100% of the time that we can get those. You can also use, if you want, Baal Cold Snap because of the way Architect of Chaos works with Shepherd of Souls and a lot of things. It's actually super easy to get that going in. For example, if you really want it, I think I have one over here, and you can get it, and it gives frenzy charges while there is some mobs on the area, so you can have those. And for the ascendancy itself, I only have 3 points right now. We have, of course, the pose order, so we have a lot of soul gain prevention duration. This means that when we use our bad haste, you can see that it lasts 6 seconds, and our soul gain prevention duration is also 6 seconds. Eventually we will get the Yamak or the other one and make it last a lot longer, and use a trick with the rune of the warp, so it doesn't get added to the duration, but you get that those extra seconds to get souls. I also have to get the rune graph from 1 soul per second, and also the ascendancy. When I get my 4th ascendancy, I will do the trial master. I will do also a little video showing one thing how to do it, because I'm going to spoiler it right now. If you are like 3 or 4 minutes into the video, I think you can know it. You can get the Scarab of Dueling, the one that guarantees the Trial Master in a tier 1 map. Just don't put any mods. Go inside, look at the Phrecia mods so that they are not dangerous. So you don't get like something like double extra ass. And then just do the ultimatum as usual. It gets to 10 rounds, and then you go and do the Trial Master and get the Ascendancy. Not going to be super hard. Of course, Favor of Corruption, 50% reduced souls per use, and then Forbidden Circuits that gives us Everlasting Sacrifice. That's why you see my Energy Shield coming and going. And I'm also going to use a little trick in the future to get that going in easier, because right now if I put Blood Rage, it's not going to pop. But if you get the Sorrow of the Divine, I think it's called, that gives you Zealot's Oath, you don't have a lot of Energy Shield, and you have a Stone Golem, that makes it so you overleech a lot more from the Energy Shield, and you get it to full and get this super powerful buff, you know, is 5% to all maximum resistances. My resistances are very, very bad right now because I just ended the campaign, but you just get some resistances on your belt, boots, gloves, everything. Use the harvest reroll to change one resistance that you have more to others. Try to get some chaos resistance if possible. I have minus 60 right now. That's no good. And also you will need some dexterity to use Flicker Strike, and also some intelligence to equip the staff. We are using staves because with the Templar Zone we have a super OP part over here, and there's also the one where you get 3% maximum life per rest socket on your staff, and you can have 6 sockets. So you can see here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sockets. This would be 12% increased maximum life. It's very good. Use a random chest. The best chest for damage, as you already know, is the Bronze Leaf, but I'm not using it right now. I still need to cap more resistances. And it's good also that you don't have any life mods on the chest, so you can use the Mastery for 15% increased maximum life. Of course, if you have like a Hunter chest that has like 270 life and then 12% life, of course it's going to be better. But for now, this one is good. You can even get and put some Eldritch Currency to make it better. Now, the helmet. There are many ways to use different helmets. The best helmet for DPS is Abyssus. No change. You can do the trick with the cowl of the Thermopile or something is called. Well, the Ezomid Borgonite one. You know, you can break it with enchants and then Mythic Orbit into an Abyssus. It's going to take quite a bit of money, so I'm not going to do that. Or you can use a Devouring Diadem with Eldritch Battery. Makes it so your Energy Shield does this cool thingy way easier without any bothersome things, and you get those 5% maximum resistances all of the time, kind of. Say, as long as your regeneration is like 5 seconds or less, with the recharge rate, you will get those extra 5 maximum resistances. Very strong point. You can also eventually drop maybe the Depose Order or Favors of Corruption to get Glimpse of Chaos, but I don't think which one of these I would drop. For bosses and things, it's not going to be very hard to get the Baal Flicker Strike going, but there's also the goal of getting the Baal Haste with almost full uptime. It's going to be a little bit harder to do that one, but we will check inside of the league itself. I'm not going to drop Path of Building because this is like super work in progress. Like we still haven't gotten the Endurances or the Maven Belt, or something that's going to be very annoying to get is the Ralakesh Endurance one. You know, that one that is like 10 divines right now, and going higher as I talk. Also, immune to stun. Very important. While you are using Baal Flicker Strike, if you get stunned, it gets interrupted and you do no damage. Or maybe you do damage, but I haven't checked because most of the time if I get stunned, I just die afterwards. So that's it. Not much more for the first day. I'm just doing maps chill. I'm going to likely change my helmet for a very real one, get some GCP, change to Assassin's Mark, and then we will see what we do with other things. Also, my reservations right now are precision on life with arrogance, heart of purity, clarity, and flesh and stone. Right now, I'm using the flesh part for 90% more physical damage on mobs. But you can also use the other one, the sand one, so you get 18% less. I have also plans to eventually use Arctic armor, and also the other one, the depending on time and things, I can use the take less damage or do more damage, get some aura nodes so I can use more auras, and also get pride going. Because as you know, the Watcher's Hyper Pride that gives extra impales is one of the strongest ways to get the extra damage on impales. So remember to get the mastery for chance to remove all impales, so you can have that super burst. Or maybe if you use the Valkyrie Strike and you have a chance to remove that one instantly, it's going to be huge. Now I'm going to of course be updating the planner and things like that. Eventually you can always of course check my character. The profile is public, I believe, and it's HachaPhrecia. You can check that one out, not super hard. And also a cool thing about staves is you also get a lot of block, and you can also get some block over here for kind of free. Let's see again. 8, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And over here there is also 2, and 4, 4, 10. And if you want, you could get glancing blows and you cap block, and also have quite a bit of spell block. And that is going to be very, very cool for survivability. Also get a lot more health and a lot of more things. And have a nice one. I will see you on the next video.